as a belated New Year's gift. So about that wall that covered the door. Downstairs, they finally put the wood together here too. Yeah, so just left. Yes, this is one of those days I could say it's crunch time. Says this dude. Okay, for the first time. Hello, it is 10:34 in the morning and it is a glorious Sunday morning. There's not even a cloud in the sky. It's absolutely wonderful. So we are going to make a quick trip to my loft and have a look at there, see what needs changes throughout the renovation, and then we'll head to my grandma's house. In the video yesterday, I did talk to you about this LED lamp. I am going to take that with me to my loft and I'm going to leave it there and let it charge. And there, just came in and just having one more look at the house and everything that needs to be sorted out while the loft is on renovation. So if you can tell a little bit about this wall that is connected to these stairs, it's actually supposed to be a door that you get through to access this loft. If you get to the top floor of this apartment, then there's 3 doors at the corridor. The middle door that would take you up to the loft, and then the left one that would take you to the house downstairs where me and my father have moved in October 2017 after my school trip. So there's the light that's in this box. That's what I got from my aunt as a belated New Year's gift. So about that wall that covered the door, we are definitely going to take it out and get that door back to re-access my loft. Yesterday I managed to hang up this calendar that I have at the other house in my study room over there, but eventually we'll have to find a hook that I'll be able to put this up easily. Like, these are not light enough. And I'm just gonna have one more look at what has been going on down here. You see they are finally creating a basement plan over here. It does look kind of different from what I think. And as for the rooftop plan, I mean, most of it has been the same pretty much. So yeah, you can see all that's going on. Downstairs, they finally put the wood together here too. Yeah, so just left the apartment now, and it is hard to believe, like, at this time tomorrow we are already at the airport. We had a quick look in my loft, and now we have made it to my grandma's house as we make it out of here tomorrow. So we have a major plan for one day in early February, and in fact the first day of February, where me and my mom will head to LA to the USC hotel, spend a couple nights there. On February 2nd though, we'll head to that science center where we can watch some scientific movies. My aunt and her husband will be joining us in the US on January 31st, and then the next day we'll go to that hotel, and the day after that we meet at the science center. We take an epic tour, and I'll tell you already from now that that's going to be a longer than 20-minute episode. May even go on to make it above 30, but we'll see. But just to let you know, it's February 2nd. And that will come to another day that I would be normally doing a Plushables episode. So I am going to bring that episode back to 2 days earlier. Next Plushables episode, though, I will post next Friday the 19th, but the one after that I will post on the 31st. Yes, this is one of those days I could say it's crunch time. So we spent 2 hours at my grandma's, met with family. Tomorrow we head into the airport, taking 13-hour flight, get back to the States. And then on Tuesday, the second semester officially starts. There's Mac 1. Not gonna get to go there today. I'll come back there in early April. I do have another plan. Well, instead, I decided to come down to this park and take a nice walk before we get out of here tomorrow. And yeah, you may know me. I don't go to the fitness center when it's one day before we make a long flight, either from here to the States or from the States to here, doesn't matter. However, if it was to be a domestic flight, so if we'd be going on vacation, then the day before that, I could actually make it to Mars Athletic Club, even one day after, or even on the day that we make it back, depending on the hour. Oh my god, just look at how this cat threw himself in that bench over here. Oh man, just saw one playing hide and seek here, but no, it wasn't that one. It was... Did you hear the freaking engine of that? Like, it's like a freaking mouse. Maybe that cat went on chasing a mouse or something like that, because sometimes we do have such stories in this neighborhood where a cat finds either a porcupine, a mouse, and goes on to attack it. Because I recall the last time that it came to the day before we had left here to the US, it was also that time that we went to San Francisco airport at first, then to Santana. And so on that day, I have found a cat that found a dead bird, and the cat ate it. Like, he grabbed it and ate it, but the bird was already dead. And like I talked about this on the day, and like, look at that. I can't even tell what happened here. Like, how did they shred all of this? Like, look at that, just how much it has changed. I'm talking where the concrete is, and you can see where that fence is standing. Like, this area used to be covered by bushes. I mean, at least this part is, but it would continue all the way up to at least this part over here. Like, they literally trimmed it. And this is something completely new. I mean, I remember coming to this park on various occasions that I'd have a tennis lesson right out at this court. I remember that day that I took Smokey out to this park just to get him to explore around in the first months of him being with us. How funny. This cat doesn't even know that the amount of water inside this pool isn't even filled up to the maximum capacity. I mean, how weird. They drained some of this water. Like, usually they don't even work on that until the spring season, like mid to late April, early May. Then that's when they come to draining all the water out, preparing for the summer season, the time that we can chill and have a swim and play water polo, play volleyball, have a party, and this and that. Yeah, you can tell right at the edge, those dark blue tiles. That's just about the highest point of the pool, but the amount of water is not even to that point. It is even below. Well, here's a story. So although I wasn't here, there was one day that in late November it had rained so hard, and I mean non-stop throughout the entire day. It rained so hard that the water in the pool had overflowed. And I'm not even kidding. Some of that water even circulated through that area where you put these relaxing chairs over the summer, and even some of the lights, even the shower area. And then it caused a lot of drainage problems. Like, some part of the pipes were clogged, one of them had even broke down, and because of that they had to lower the amount of water filled in the pool. Says this dude. Okay, for the first time, none of them just jumped like an astronaut. But yeah, now it is just about the sunset, and actually it's 6:15. This clock is so slow for some reason. This is it, you guys. 6:15 after sunset, and we are almost prepared for tomorrow. So, some great news about the refrigerator. which earlier this week I had said it's getting old, need to get rid of it. And I mean, we had this refrigerator for 17 years. And when I had to look at it on Friday, all of the magnets were cleared out on both the freezer and the refrigerator. And I mean, you open the refrigerator, it doesn't give much of a light. However, the problem was that if you can see the light, whatever the green light shows, that's the temperature. So according to the freezer, it's minus 18 degrees Celsius, whereas in the refrigerator, it's 4. And if you open the freezer, like now it works so much better with the light, but for some time it was not cold enough. And you open this refrigerator, the temperature was quite well above 0, and everything got warmed up so fast. And yes, we had that butter cheese at the refrigerator when I had a look here on Friday. So it turned out to be false. You guys, whatever I said about the refrigerator on Friday was false. So that's great. We get to keep the refrigerator. Anyway, guys, so that will do it. Tomorrow it is going to be a recap of year 8 of doing these vlogs, because on Tuesday it will be the 16th of January, where it will have been 8 years of me doing vlogs. So tomorrow it is going to be an extraordinary kind of vlog. On one side, I will be traveling so long, taking 13 hours on the plane, and I will be making a story about how it has been this season 8 of doing vlogs. So I'm gonna call that season 8 review, pretty much. Anyway, guys, I will see you in the vlog tomorrow.